Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here. Jim Phoenix here, and a little warning on this one, a little content warning. I discuss Gene Wilder's autobiography where there is some sexual assault being discussed. We don't go into graphic detail, but we mention it that he was assaulted as as a child. So, warning. I guess I should have a warning for the warning now or something. I don't know. Anyways, around 50-minute mark. If you want to skip through that stuff, we discuss it a little bit. Skip on through. We pick up around, the hour mark. All right. Later, taters, and happy Veterans Day, yo. Hey, everyone. Jim Phoenix here, and boy, do we have an exciting program for you. We are loading the decks. We've got Shadows, the 2020-something, 22, 21 hike movie. And we've got Guest Room, or Boxes Staying in My Guest Room. I'm not even sure which. And then our movie combined, our combo movie, shall we say, Frankenstein Jr., or as the rest of the world knows, Young Frankenstein. All of this and more, the next Streaming Demons. It's it. Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and I'm back. I didn't go anywhere, actually. I was just listening to my own theme music for a while. So, today on our big special Streaming Demons, we have none other than J.M. Brannick. Say hello.
Where else would I be?
Well, you went away on vacation or an assignment to find someone else, and they found you, and you're like haggling with soap, and that was currency or something like that. And you were like, I don't know, but we have to do some soap anyways.
And it wasn't me, it was the one-armed man.
It was a one-armed man who was very dirty. But how are you going to wash yourself with one-armed man? With the other arm.
With Al's Soap Company.
Al's Soap. All you have to do is put in promo code Combo Box.
Not our name.
Not even close.
Yeah, you just got to put in whatever you want, really.
Type in random letters and see what happens. Let us know. Let us know. All right, that's all good. So, for those of you brand new to Streaming Demons, the premise is simple. You take one borrowed, one new, one grandma's cookies, and sometimes we get a blue and an old, whatever. As my good friend Dr. Payne would say,
who cares?
Right, we just got this out of the way. If you haven't seen the game by now, well, welcome on board. We always need more people, I guess. We usually have a special guest. However, when we don't, we have a very, very cool combo thing. We both team up on a movie, and I'm very excited for this movie because it's not anything that Box can ruin. My childhood is safe. Unlike last time, where Box just trashed. What was that movie?
Faces of Death.
Faces of Death.
Yeah.
I was so upset.
That great child's movie, yes. Faces of Death.
Is it? I thought, you know whose favorite movie it is?
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that's her favorite movie. They told me that.
I don't think Grogu's favorite movie is.
Who's Grogu? Grog what?
Grogu? Isn't it that his name?
Grogul? No, it's
Baby Yoda.
Grayskull?
Dude.
Baby Yoda.
That's all it is, man. That's all I know. So we are going to go deep into Young Frankenstein.
Deep
and
into
I can't
him.
wait.
So deep into him.
Get some parts in there.
Consensually.
He's not. He's undead, isn't he?
But he can consent. He can still consent.
You can say fire.
He can.
And bad.
He can go.
And putting on the Ritz.
And.
Yeah. Okay, so we're getting excited. Okay, it's so exciting. This
yummy sounds, as Gene Wilder says.
I'm listening to Gene Wilder's autobiography right now. It is depressing as fuck.
Oh,
it's just depressing, man.
Aww.
It's fascinating, but very depressing.
He was a very triumphant man. Very
funny.
No,
I think that was David Bowie. Oh, I think it's Elephant Man. Like, I don't think I ever played the Elephant Man.
No.
Or are you saying the Elephant Man is not triumphant enough?
Oh,
see, that's what you're doing. And what would it be? What would it be without some sort of trashing by Box Human, aka J.M. Brannick, if that is a real name? I have no idea whose real name is where. So, what do you have against the Elephant Man? Huh?
He's a jerk.
He's a jerk. You hate him.
He's a jerk.
Someone said I was reading Alan Moore's From Hell, and it was posited that he could have been Jack the Ripper. A little bit posited.
I've heard that
how much,
too.
yeah.
I've heard that too. And let's put on our tinfoil hats and say sure. Why not?
Have you seen my interest rates in this mortgage? I can't afford tinfoil anymore. A hat? What's a hat?
Well,
I wore like newspaper hats now.
Oh, sorry, you're in Canada. A toque. Sorry, a toque.
A toque.
We put on our tinfoil toques, eh?
Put on your thinking toque, eh? You know, the one that makes you think. All right, so because there's no special guest, you can go first. What's your movie, Box?
Thank
Brannick?
you. It is Boxy J.M. Brannick, if that is my Christian name.
That is, and we know it is, yeah.
It is. All right, so I have...
Who cares?
Yeah.
Damn it, Payne. Just walking by. He just walked by.
I knew that was coming up.
By.
Okay, so I have The Guest Room. It is Italian.
Oh, which room?
The Guest Room.
Kitchen.
No, it's not the guest room. It's the guest
dining room.
Room.
Does it have a stove in it? Bedroom.
There is a stove.
Oh, there's no master bedroom more. It's what they call it now? They're not called master bedrooms anymore because that
super duper bedrooms.
Slavery.
I think they're called super duper bedrooms.
Super duper bedrooms that have bathrooms in them. No, wait, bathtubs. Yes. So this is about a room with a bathtub?
There is a bathtub in a scene? Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
So it is about a woman named Stella. Stella. And a stranger knocks at the door because he says that he has reservations to the guest room there. And because he's desperate, she does let him in and stay there. And
wait. He's desperate and she lets him in? Wouldn't she be desperate if she, I mean,
he's
what year
desperate.
is this taking place?
This is and that's a good question. Yeah, it's contemporary. She's got a cell phone.
She has a cell phone, but no.
Her husband's kind of like left her, maybe. So she contacts him. He comes back, and things ensue. Calamity.
Calamity Jane.
Calamity ensues. I cannot say anything more. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I could be sued. I will
J.M. Brannick can be sued, not HauntedMTL LLC.
Yeah, not HauntedMTL. Me personally, in this room right now, if I say anything more about the guest room, because no, I can't, because if I did, I would give it away. I would give it away now. So I will not spoil it. I will just say this one thing, that at the very end, okay, I'll say two things. One of them is that love conquers all.
Love conquers all. Yeah.
Love conquers all. And the second thing, there is a dinosaur at the very end, and it plays a pretty large role.
Of course there fucking is.
And I'm not lying about these things.
Of course there fucking is. There's a dinosaur. There would have to be. There's also like a shark with Nazis at the end.
No.
Is this even a real fucking movie?
This is a real movie. It's a beautiful movie. It's shot so well. The cinematography is just gorgeous. The acting is amazing. Camilla
like
Filippi?
Prince Charles's wife?
Camilla Filippi.
Or sorry, King
as
Charles.
Stella is amazing. Guido Caprino as Giulio. Sorry, I don't speak Italian.
Racist as hell. Then how would you watch this movie? You don't speak Italian.
Because it's called subtitles, which you hate.
Oh, I can't read. We went over this.
Yes.
That's why I'll like.
That's why
If
you
you guys ever
also
send me books, I'm
teach.
like, 'cause I
'Cause you
want to teach
cannot
what I
read.
can't do. Exactly. Those who teach cannot do, or what's that dumb saying?
So
Those
this
who
was
can
also
do, those who
this
can't do
is
Mountain Dew.
through Redwater Entertainment. So we thank
Redwater.
Redwater Entertainment for the
Oh, shit.
screener.
Wait. Yours are from Redwater?
Yeah, Redwater.
Do we say them? We didn't do the same fucking screener, did we?
I hope not. No, you did
Oh shit.
Shadows.
Mine was Redwater as well. Does Redwater start out with a shark?
Yeah.
Oh my Christ, dude! I
We
thought
did
about you
not.
today because I was watching my screener, and
Yeah.
it's from Redwater as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
I'm
god,
sure.
Box would love this fucking thing. Okay,
I'm sure.
so
So
today's Redwater Day.
it's Redwater Day.
Redwater.
But again, I cannot say too much. I will say that I did know the twist, I think a little bit sooner than
Again?
they wanted me to, but it was really well done, really well acted. It was tightly written. The blood in it was really beautiful. What?
No,
I
I'm just.
can't say that the blood is beautiful. The blood was beautiful.
Blood is
in it.
beautiful.
It wasn't
so perfect. The blood
Just-
was awesome.
the acting was great, and it was
Miss
just
McGee liked too.
it was very interesting, and I thought the payoff was pretty good. I'm sure some people are gonna be like, meh, 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 but you know what?
Who cares?
Yeah,
Some will be like that.
who cares?
But you know what the payoff is? The payoff.
Grandma's cookies.
Yeah.
Payoff is
Yes,
Grimm's
we only have
cookies
doodles.
given to us by Baby Yoda.
No, I'm not doing anything for Baby Yoda.
Oh, fine.
Because you called him the wrong name. He's pouting.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, he's back.
There he is.
Okay. So you can't say anything much about it.
I don't
It
want to
is
say
from
it. I don't want to
Redwater.
spoil
It's an
it.
Italian film.
It's an Italian film. It is set
Fuck.
really just in one house, so
What?
basically
God damn it,
one
really?
location. Yep. With
How
4
many
people.
actors? Four people. Dude,
Wait,
you're gonna
let me
find out
think.
this is so weird.
5 people.
Okay.
Sorry, 5.
Plus a Zord dinosaur that comes out with fucking
Yes.
sharks and Nazis.
Yeah. There's a dinosaur.
But that's not people. You know who are people? Box?
Who?
Non-binaries. They're
Thank
people.
you. They are people too.
They are people too.
Just like you
Yeah.
and me. Wait.
Hey, don't be insulting. Why you gotta throw
So-
that word people around like that?
So I would say that this, again, like I said, I don't want to, don't even look at the trailer. Don't even look at the synopsises
Who's
online.
got time for trailers?
If you like slow builds, if you like tension, if you like
Son of a bitch.
like puzzling out things, if you like good acting, and good cinematography and just beautiful shots and scenery and and music, because the music
Okay.
was really good as well. I would say go take this dive. Just go into it blind and kind of just have fun with it.
I'm gonna ask a question. Who wrote this? You know?
Yeah, it was one of the people was the actress. It was written by Francesco Agostini and Filippo. Oh, I'm sorry, it was not the actress.
They don't act at all.
I was wrong. It was Filippo Gilli and Francesco Agostini.
Okay, and who's the director?
Stefano Lodovinci.
Okay, that's so weird. Everything else is kind of lining up except for the actors and writers, or the directors and writers. Then okay. So
For
what would
your
you give
movie?
this movie? Yeah. I'm like looking at my IMDb.
Because we watched separate movies.
Did we though? Did we?
We did. Yours is called Shadows. Mine is called The Guest Room.
That could be the Italian name. Wait, I don't know that. Maybe it's the Italian name.
I don't.
Another one's like the Canadian name. Shadows in the guest room. Maybe that's the entire thing. Young Frankenstein's Shadows in the guest home. Guest home. Jesus.
Guest. So I would actually rate this movie a 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, it was really good.
God.
I don't think because it was a little bit. I knew what the twist was kind of gonna be.
Let's twist again.
It didn't super wow me, but again, it was fun to watch it unfold. It was really fun to watch it unfold, and
Shit.
it was
Okay.
just really lovely. It was a lovely little taut little thriller.
What did you give Faces of Death? Do you remember?
Hot. I cannot remember what I gave it.
Mm.
A
Okay.
2,
A
3,
2. This is
2.5.
3 point. This is a 3.5.
Yeah, this is a 3.5. This is better than Faces of Death. Although Faces of Death was funnier. I will say that. I did laugh pretty
Oh,
hard.
where's my kazoo? Hold on. Oh, where's
I
my
did
kazoo?
I did laugh.
There we go. Wait,
Especially
okay.
when he was singing about the pollution. Oh my god, I died.
Hey, that shit worked out.
I
It's basically summertime right now. It's 70 in November.
I'm just saying it was charming in a way I did not expect Faces of Death to be charming.
None of the faces were charming. Well, small faces were. I think they were quite charming, actually, the band. All right, 3.5. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can follow that, but not with my movie. But I will follow that with my movie.
Oh, good.
I had Shadows. And when you're Googling Shadows, there's like 20 movies called Shadows right now. It's the one
I'm
from
sure.
2020. Yeah, well,
That's like that's one complaint that I do have with the horror industry as a horror is that the titles, people. We need better titles. We need titles that grab your attention, not these fucking The Forgotten, The
I can't.
Shadow.
I
It's disgusting. All right.
Yeah, I can't say anything because if you know who I am, you know that when I started out writing, most of my story collections are named after monkey songs. Because I was like, I have nothing for a title. Nothing. Pleasant Valley Sunday. There you go. So
Baby, won't
honestly,
you
I
drive my
was naming them
car?
after. No. That's the Beatles. Monkeys, only
Oh,
monkeys, which I guess would be Neil
oh,
Diamond. But
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yes, the monkeys. Hey, hey, we're the
No, it's okay.
monkeys.
I
Got it.
thought Paperback Writer was a monkey song, so whatever. Okay, now my movie Shadows in 2020. Alma from IMDb. Alma and Alex, two adolescent sisters, are survivors of a catastrophic event. They live deep in the woods with their mother. See, the capitalized mother here should not be capitalized here, whatever. A strict, overprotective woman who has sheltered them from ominous presence, the shadows, which live in the daylight and infest the world beyond the river, a border for Alma and Alex. When they follow her mother, capital N, that's actually proper then, out for hunting, they discover the truth about the shadows in their own reality. So I did not read the summary before I saw this. I just saw this sounds cool. It's Italian horror. It was like some sort of like survivalist horror. That's what I thought. It's got 3 people in one room for most of the movie. It's a slow burn. It's a pretty slow burn. And yeah.
That's not that doesn't have to be necessarily terrible though. I mean,
Not necessarily, but it's also something in the first act you're like, oh shit, it's this movie. Okay. I won't give it away, but it's like you figured out the trick way too early. For me, it
gotcha.
was after the credit roll of like the intro credits.
Wow.
I was
Okay,
like, oh,
mine took a little bit of time, a little bit of guesswork because it's like,
yeah,
ooh, this person could be so many different things. Um,
yeah, no,
oh, so yours was right then in there.
yeah, and I can't say what movies this reminds me or takes liberally from or is inspired by, maybe
Strip Me
because
for Your Killer?
it would ruin the entire movie
Was it Strip
if I
Me for Your
said
Killer?
no. It might be Faces of Death though. Yeah, yeah.
The
Although
Italian.
there's this in 2021, the Italian National Syndicate of Film Journalists nominated this movie for best score. So again, the
Oh,
music, right?
was the score
And
good?
I had a problem with it. I'll be honest. I had a problem with the score, not because it wasn't good, because it was good.
Oh,
I had a problem with the score.
yeah.
And because it was trying to do psychological effects, it was just like, "Oh, fuck, I have a headache, guys. Can we not do this fucking thing? Like, can we just, like, just put this on mute for a bit? I'll just watch it with subtitles and don't tell Box I'm watching with his captions on." Yeah, the score is amazing. It sets a tone. It puts you on the edge. But if you gotta have a headache like I did today, I was just not into hearing that shit. I was like, "Fucking hell. We get it. You're good. Cool." But so is, like, scratching nails on a chalkboard. Do the same fucking thing. I'm not gonna get a nominated award for that one, I might now. So, if you are looking for a slow burn that includes 3 people for most of the movie, and if you're looking for that and only that, gosh, go for it. It's not a bad movie. And as you're saying before, everything you said about your movie holds up true. The acting is phenomenal. The music, the score is phenomenal. The editing, from everything, technically, it's a great movie. Technically, it's a great movie. It's falls apart on the premise. It's just been done. It wasn't interesting the first time you see the premise. It's not interesting the 15th time you saw the premise. They've been premised to death. That I think that's what the whole thing is. Unfortunately for me, this movie falls down on its premise. It's just, as my good friend Dr. Payne would say,
Who cares?
Was it scary at all?
no,
Or did it have elements
no,
of
no,
spoopsies?
no,
No
no,
spoopsies.
no,
Not even
0.
shadow spoopsies?
Honest to God, unless this movie was called Shadows, I wouldn't even know what the fuck they were talking about.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, it's called Shadows? Well, I guess like that kind of makes some sort of sense. They do have women bleeding in the shower. I guess that could be the only part like you find kind of unsettling, maybe,
See,
but only if you're
now
touchy about body,
I've
imagery.
said this before and I'll say it again. I feel like we should have more menstruation in horror movies.
Mm.
But not like it's usually done, because usually it's overdone. Like there's
That one
something
Blumhouse one was, yeah,
wrong. Like there's
yeah.
something wrong with that, but I don't know. There's been a couple times where it's like, this would have enhanced the scene a bit more, especially when it is female driven.
Yeah, and all 3 actors are actresses.
Are
All
they?
3 characters
I
are
don't
female.
know.
Yeah, yeah. All 3
Okay.
characters are female.
Okay.
And so I was remember that one test that we're talking about before for the
Bechdel.
feminism?
Bechdel
Yeah,
test.
it's like if you can be saved by Thomas Hardy in the movie as a feminist movie, according to you. I believe that's the test.
That
Well, they
is
were not
not
saved by
what I
Thomas.
said, and
They weren't saved by Thomas Hardy, so it
I
can't be a feminist movie.
believe that Thomas Hardy and uh what's the beautiful Charlize Theron were equals and egalitarian, and that's what feminism is. They were
Mm.
partners.
They were partners in crime like
They were
Bonnie and Clyde.
partners. Exactly.
They were partners like Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
And talk about a score. Talk about a
Mm,
score. Because
that is a good one.
every time that I heard that dun dun dun,
Yeah, that's all we can afford.
I know, and I actually did it in a lower key, in a
Dun,
different
dun.
T, in a different key,
Different tea?
um,
You have too much tea.
a different T in a
Messy
different
tea.
key, so we don't get sued. But basically, that's the score of the dramatic. I think they called it the dramatic chipmunk, but it's not a dramatic chipmunk. But that old meme back in the day.
This one?
No, but
Does
it
it
was
mess
always
what?
that. But the young kids won't know, but the older people like me will know. Like that was all the rage back in the day, is that dramatic chipmunk with that score, and it
What the hell are you
played.
talking about?
Are you
What
kidding?
store?
Are you kidding me?
No. No, what I don't know what you're talking about.
In Young Frankenstein.
There's a dramatic chipmunk?
Oh, my friend. I'll
Have we
have
watched the same movie?
You're so old.
I don't know what a meme is.
All right. Well,
I
before
know
we
what
move
memes are. I
on,
just know what that is. Okay,
before we
so yeah,
move on,
put
what
up.
is your?
You say give it a 3.5? I was gonna
I
give it a
said
3 before you said that.
okay.
Yeah, this movie is
Like
it's a good 3. If you were looking for the slow burn, if you're looking for a thing that's been done a million times but with good acting this time, and that's the thing. One of the movies that it kind of rips on had phenomenal acting as well. So it was kind of like, damn, they did it better. And another movie it
oh,
rips on had like shit. So I was like, well, this movie absolutely wins over this. But it's not exactly the same. They're like, I would say inspired by it. They're not exactly the same, but they're exactly not the same either. You know what I mean? So I'm giving this a 3. It does what it should be.
it's so
Should have,
hard. It's so frustrating because I kind of want. I
yeah.
want to know what that other movie or the other movies are, but I know
I'll tell
if
you off cam.
soon. I know as soon as you would say it, I know that everybody would be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's the thing."
Did you have that for your movie too? Because you figured it out like,
No.
oh, okay.
No, like I knew the person was somebody, and then when it got to a certain scene
Fucking
of a
sharks, man.
photograph, and then I was like, "Oh, I know who this person is, but I don't know how and why we got here." And then it was fun to see kind of it unfold.
Is it easy?
Um, huh?
It's Kanye. It's Kanye, wasn't it? You can tell me.
It was not Kanye, thank God.
Oh, man.
Thank God.
Thank you.
But um yeah,
He's a- he-
it was just it was good. It was
it
good,
was good.
and I'm
Right.
glad that I watched it, and,
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I watched, this is probably the first horror movie I've seen like fresh for a very long time that wasn't in a theater. I just saw Halloween Ends or Kills the Ending, whatever the hell it was. So yeah, these are good movies. Like a 3 is nothing to be ashamed of.
oh,
3.5 is
yeah,
pretty good too. These are
absolutely,
better than what we've been reviewing lately. So
absolutely, and,
check
like,
these out.
to me, 3 is good, like, 3 is, like, worth seeing.
Yeah,
Like, 4 is like, "Wow, holy shit, guys, like, you gotta see this," and 5 is like, "This is hands down one of the best movies I've ever seen, I'm
best
already
movie
buying
ever.
it,
I
I'm,
got 12
like,"
copies.
yeah, so it's like
It's a
s
5.
3.5 is absolutely nothing to sneeze at, it's
A
incredible.
chew. God bless you.
So,
God bless you.
but
Yeah,
with
this
that
is
go on.
what we're gonna do. Oh wow, my movie comes out from Redwater Entertainment. By the way, the North American Video on Demand debut comes out on November 15th. That means Amazon, Google Play, In Demand, Dish, etc., iTunes, all this stuff. Madness, bro. Madness, as Larry would say. November 15th. And I can't say enough. The acting in it is phenomenal. I honestly was like, wow, I can't believe these are 2 kids and they're far better acting that I've seen in a very long time for any age. So
Mine
check
is
that one out.
already
I would say
out.
check it out.
Mine is already
Yours
out.
already out?
Yep, you can watch it, on Amazon Prime for $4, on Vudu for
Mm.
$4, on Apple TV for 8. Um, I would watch it. I would go onto Prime and give it a go. Like I said,
Optimus Prime.
if you like, these kinda, like these puzzles to piece out and, like, slow burn and, like, tension, this is the movie for you. If you're like, "No, I want, like, explosions and heads bipping and bopping
And
around
Autobots
and
rolling
Autobots
out
and
the side of
sharks that
Optimus
are
Prime.
Nazis, then it's not the one for you."
Nazi sharks.
I can't
So
see them. Can you not see them? Yeah.
so
So
anyway,
3.5, check them both out. So
yep,
check out Shadows and Guest Room. Check them both out. They're on video. What was it worth $4 for you?
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
same. Mine same. If it was like $4 or $5, same. All right.
It was
But you
worth
know
the
what
time, it
movie's
was worth the
worth
effort.
a hell of a lot more money for me. A hell of a lot more money. As a movie we're doing together.
Yep.
It is none other than Frankenstein Jr. in parts of the world, also known as Younger Frankenstein, young kid sibling.
Frankenstein!
with Gene Wilder and Terry Garr and Martin Freeman. Martin Freeman. The shit. Marty. I said Martin Freeman. That's someone else. Marty Feldman too.
You did.
Madeline Kahn, Peter
Kahn,
Boyle,
and
Cloris
Gene
Leachman.
Hackman. Gene Hackman.
That's right. Gene Hackman is in this.
And I didn't even realize it when I was younger because he's wearing a whole bunch of fake hair and beard.
Yes.
He's wearing so much fake hair and beard, but now that I'm older and I know who he is, I'm like, holy crap, is that Gene Hackman? It is. It is.
Yeah.
And he's fantastic. I was gonna make us espresso.
Hysterical.
He's so
He's
funny.
hysterical.
He's so funny. I sent you the dramatic chipmunk, by the way, so Jim can all be going along with us and on this
Let's see what the hell this
fantastic
is.
journey on what that means of when I say that the score is basically the
Why is the chipmunk? That's not a chipmunk.
I know it's not a chipmunk, but that's what everybody called it.
It's an otter, bro. It's an otter.
It was very popular back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But every time it would play, I would be like, "Oh my god!" But yes, so actually, this movie is very apt right now for me because I have just watched for this Halloween season Frankenstein 1 and 2, the original, old-timey ones.
Yeah.
So this was actually a perfect little ride for me because it does borrow a lot from them. And
borrow.
Borrow or
borrow?
Well, it's homage and also parody from them. And
it's parodying and homage.
It could be both and it can be either.
Both? Either? All right. I'll take it.
Goes both ways.
Well, hey now.
Of course,
Voodoo.
Written, directed by Mel Blanc, and also I think
Mel
it was
Blanc. Motherfucker, that's Bugs Bunny.
Oh my god, Mel Brooks. My mistakes.
Holy Christ. You know, I really love that Mel Brooks movie. What was that called?
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. Yeah.
Hey, you screwed up. I screwed up. We all screw up. It's great. It's fine.
You screw up. I screw up. We all screw up. Yeah.
But I think it was also. I think I saw it was written also by Gene Wilder too.
Mostly Gene Wilder, and Mel Brooks pitched in a lot too.
Yeah. So, and you can kind of tell Gene Wilder completely kind of off the chain, but in the best of ways. As Frankenstein. Froderick.
But dig. Gene Wilder and Mel Brooks had 2 #1 movies in 1974.
Was it the producers too?
Was that 74? I thought producers was slightly earlier.
I don't remember when producers was.
67.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was a movie I can no longer show in class because of reasons.
Certain words.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, yes. And I think that's the one that most people talk about when they talk about Mel Brooks or Mel Blanc, either or.
Mel Blanc. I really love Mel Blanc in Spaceballs, though. He really uses the Schwartz well.
He does. But I think Blazing Saddles is the one that, because people are like, well, he did it, you know. But
they're using it as an excuse to say the word? Like,
yes.
No.
Yes, absolutely.
But he's making fun of it.
Exactly. The whole thing is to make fun of people who are racist. And it's wonderful. And honestly, I think watching this, while also thinking about how that was also in the same year, you can see how diverse Mel Brooks really is. He's very funny, but he's very diverse because this is completely the opposite direction of something like that.
It's the opposite direction, but they wanted to do like an homage to the old Universal horror.
And it was great as it.
Yeah.
With
And they
Igor.
fought to get it black and white. You know, the studio's trying to screw them over by doing it in color and then trying to do it black and white
Yeah.
otherwise, wink, wink. And
You
they had
had
to
to do
fight
it
for a
black
lot
and
of this.
white. You had to do
Yeah.
it black and white.
Because
Just
the
like
originals
To
are in
Be
black and
or
white.
Not to Be, that was much better in black and white.
And that's the thing. They got the set. They have some of it, actually, the old original fucking set pieces by the original designer of Frankenstein.
That's incredible. That's
Right?
incredible.
This
And
is a
and it shows,
yeah.
like, the whole thing shows, like, the sets are incredible, the acting's incredible, it's so funny, even to this day.
And this,
Um
I believe, is Terry Garr's first movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I want to say this is a rumor has it. Allegedly. Probably.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Probably. Oh, besides, wait, how the fuck does her IMDb go this way? Like her IMDb kind of like skips a couple of years. It goes back this way. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna scroll all the way down because that's gonna be annoying as hell to edit out later on. Oh, so she did TVs and shorts and stuff like that, like
Yeah,
Batman, Girl Outside the Rink, like uncredited shit.
of course.
Star Trek, the original series, like
You
on
gotta
a
get
half second.
you gotta get your foot in the door, but not
Yeah,
a
but this looks
major.
like her actual fucking first movie. Gosh, dang it, that's amazing. This is Gene's second or first one he really wrote and did really well with.
And he did so well, and you could tell that he put so much effort into it. His monologues, his just everything is just perfect. And then again, like I said, I'm just hot off the trail of watching Frankenstein, and Frankenstein gets a bride and she hates him.
Frankenstein
AKA
gets his bride.
and she hates him. Spoiler alert, does not end well. Like most Tinder dates.
No. Unless they go for 30 minutes with some lotion and then you get paid by the minute. And I guess really weird because what were you saying?
That was not where I was going. I was
Oh,
going to
well,
Madeline
I know.
Kahn, who
I'll go to
fucking
Madeline Kahn.
kills it in this movie, as she kills it in every movie, as I'm
Yes.
obsessed with her. And she was terrific. The monster was terrific. Again, it's just this is one of the classics that I grew up with. In
Yeah.
fact, my dad even was talking about it the other day, and I'll give this shout out because he was always upset when his friends thought the line was "dim your eyes" when
Hmm.
Frankenstein like lifts the switch and there's sparks and stuff, and Igor says too late. But the real line is "damn your eyes," and my dad I guess for so long has carried this grudge. I can say it is "damn your eyes." That was the on the subtitle. It is true. So else the joke wouldn't
Damn your
work.
eyes. I thought it was damn your eyes. People actually thought it was dim your eyes.
Dim your eyes. But it wouldn't work as a joke because Igor says too late and points at his
His
jacked up
eyes are,
eyes.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, Marty, he's known for
He's
those
already
eyes.
damned. He's
Right
already,
from
yeah, exactly.
damned and dimmed. And unlike Peter Boyle, who is the monster, and that monster would not work for anyone else. It had to be Peter
No,
Boyle.
no, because he has such a kind of a softness to him. And especially when well, I can't spoil it because,
This movie's only older than most of our
only
listeners.
older than most of our listeners,
Don't
but
spoil this shit for them.
he does have a softness to him, and he does have just this genuineness that of the monster that is just very sweet, and you can actually see that too. And I think it was Karloff, his monster as well, but you
Yeah.
can definitely see it in this monster. He's just, especially when Gene Wilder takes him into his arms, he's like, "You're just a poor baby," and
And
it's great.
yeah, there are some movies where Gene Wilder almost didn't get in the film because Mel Brooks didn't think they were appropriate or in the right vein. And when Wilder just kind of, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this way. And so Mel Brooks was like, fine, we'll do one take, we'll see how it goes. And the most iconic scene was almost not in the movie at the
Really?
end. Yeah. The dance number.
The dance number. Oh,
Dance
that
number
was
almost didn't make
perfect.
it in. Yeah, ain't it? That's the thing. You can listen to every part of this thing. Oh my god, that's a perfect scene. That's a perfect scene. Apparently, allegedly, because I've been listening to Mel Brooks's thing and Joan Wilder's autobiography. Apparently, they both say their first cut after they made the movie, they go to the editing room. It was absolute dog shit
What?
for like the
Wow.
first couple months of editing
Oh
until you get it down.
no.
You get it down. They did a screening. No one fucking laughed at the screening. It was like, oh, they'll come back next month, and they made it so fucking tight. So there has to be tons of shit cut out.
There has to be, and
There has to be.
unfortunately, it's not like it is nowadays where I mean, it's all digital, so you can just
Oh, it's
save
cut
all
out.
that.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah,
It's
it
cut
is
out.
gone forever. It is
Yeah,
lost to us. And
yeah.
that's sad because yeah, you have to wonder too of what could have been and what was, that we didn't get to see. But
The audiences today would be like, "Oh, we're up for this shit."
that or just genuinely curious. Like I remember
Yeah.
watching the Jitterbug little scraps and pieces that was from Wizard of Oz. Was it a good song? No, it was terrible, but it was very interesting to watch. Like it was really good to see and like to be like, wow, okay, that's interesting. That would have made so much more of a difference. And
Now,
yeah, go on.
if you're doing if you're doing that from Wizard of Oz, it made much of a difference. Would you have put out that as a single? Do you want to record it right
Possibly.
now? Put it
Oh,
as a
right
single,
now?
and it's like, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
we
not
can
right
do
now.
this.
Right
Like, we
now.
could do this right now. Like, let's do it
Yeah.
live. Let's
Instead
do
of
it
this
live. Let's
episode,
go.
we're gonna just go straight into
We're
that.
just gonna go straight into that and not
Yes.
talk about anything else. Here we
No.
go. One,
Movie speaks
2,
for
3,
itself.
4. Oh wait,
I don't
sorry.
know
It's
any
5,
lyrics. Yeah,
6,
no.
7, 8. Sorry,
7,
5,
8.
6,
Okay, I can't
5,
count.
6.
That's too hard. One, two. But you know what? 1974, rated PG, and you have two
Well,
adults, arguably two adults. This is my fucking top 10 movie. Where's this?
PG is. I mean, PG back then is not PG now. It's after.
What do you think this would be? 13?
Oh, PG-13, absolutely.
Why?
With the sex jokes, probably mostly the sex jokes.
Yeah, there is a parental guide. Let me see what the parental guide said. Sex nudity, mild. A woman asks a man if you enjoyed a roll in the hay. Yeah, very, very few sex jokes. Some violence and gore. Some profanity, but it's all bitch, damn, bastard, hell, Jesus Christ, goddamn shit.
Yeah, that would probably be PG-13.
Yeah, I can
You
see the
can't.
13, but still not
Yeah.
gonna be an R. It's nowhere near an
Oh
R.
gosh, no. Like I
And that
would
was the
watch
thing with
a
Wilder, man.
13-year-old. Yeah, let a 13-year-old watch this. No problem.
Hells yeah,
No problem.
hells yeah.
But anyway, if you are younger, if you have not seen this and we're just talking about it very lovingly. So the premise is basically the grandson of Frankenstein is now doing his own work. He has
Neurosurgeon.
neurosurgery. He is completely disassociated from his grandfather. Doesn't want anything to do with him. But somebody comes and says, actually, you're part of his will. Will you come back to the Frankenstein castle so you can basically see what is in it for you?
Right.
So he goes there, not kind of knowing what is in store for him. He's given his an assistant, which is Igor, which used to also help his grandfather, and a very lovely assistant, uh, blonde girl. Uh,
Blonde girl.
what's her name?
What? Who's
It
the
also,
blonde's name?
yeah,
Terry Garr's name?
no, yeah, but
Inga?
Inga. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, and Inga, and she's the one who wants to roll in the hay, and she has incredible knockers. uh,
She does.
she
In the
does.
movie. That's
In
the
the
line from
movie,
the movie. We're not being weird.
we're not
That's the
being
actual line,
weird.
yes.
There's a lot of silly jokes. So anyway, he
Yeah.
gets in there, and there's also a woman who's been taking care of the castle called Frau Bluka,
Which means glue, I believe.
Yes, which is why the horses are freaked out.
Wait, Gene Wilder says he had no idea that's what it meant. He got it from some other. Yeah, he just got it from. I forgot the artist's name. It was like that's where he got it from.
Well,
it just happened to be glue.
Well, I think it'd make more sense because the whole adage of horses used to be. Anyway,
used to be. I can't wait to retire my horse to make him glue. Have him stick around a little bit longer.
Where's my?
I don't know. I'm not by a soundboard. I have no idea. So damn it!
I still
found
have it.
The fucking kazoo.
So anyway, he's still adamantly, nope, I don't care about this. But he and Inga find a secret laboratory, and in the secret laboratory, he finds the notes of his grandfather and finds the key to bringing back life from death. And from there, hijinks ensue as they create the monster.
Because, and I'm going to tie this back into our last episode where we had my best friend's exorcism.
Yeah.
The brain is from this Abby person. Abby Normal.
Abby Normal. That's right.
Yep. That's why the brain, it sets everything up and it takes itself seriously. It's not like it's not a scary movie.
Oh, no,
they're not doing like a scary movie spoof of it. They're actually doing a horror movie.
Yeah,
it just happens to be.
There are lots of homages to the older Frankensteins with the little girl, with the blind man, with the violin, which is Gene Hackman, which was incredible.
Yes.
But it is good as a parody because it is not just stupid. There's thought behind it. There's thought behind each.
No,
action.
It's from love and stuff like that. It goes a long way to be on its own thing, and you're not gonna that's a riff off from Frankenstein. Like they might hit the beats of Frankenstein, but that's kind of what they were doing.
Yeah,
but they make it 1,000% their own, and the love comes through. It really does. And gosh, I think this is our best movie that we reviewed together.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
And it's a beloved classic. Like, a lot of the jokes still hold because they're just classic jokes. It's a lot of body comedy. It's a lot of just silliness. Dick jokes.
It's silly.
It's
very silly.
Dick jokes never, truly go away. They keep giving.
But they're pretty hard to do.
They are hard.
People think they're easy, but they're very hard to do.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
You just got to grab hold of that dick joke.
Just fucking go for it.
For 35 minutes.
Make it come in your way.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It ends on a dick joke. It ends on a dick joke.
It kind of does. You're right.
It does. It ends on a dick joke. It
does. Which is weird because that dick joke is a callback to kind of the dick joke they use in Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. Yeah.
Yep. And so 2 dick jokes in 1974 by Mel Brooks. And both movies were pretty
Spaceballs
beloved.
does the dick joke as well. My God.
Oh yeah, Schwartz. Absolutely.
Mel Brooks just does entire career in dick jokes. Why am I?
Oh, absolutely. Why not?
Yeah. And I'm going to give you the tagline to this movie. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is all they need to get people to sell out.
Oh, let me try to guess it.
Yes, okay.
Tagline. Okay, the tagline.
Yep.
Younger, fresher, better.
The freshener? No. Nope. Nope.
I don't know.
Nope. Come early, get a seat.
Oh, that.
What the actual fuck?
That's classic. That classic tagline.
Buy a ticket. They just is like, oh, you should probably buy a ticket early.
You should come.
That's all. Yeah.
And it's not even like come early for your dick jokes. No.
Charity, no. Presents, please. JC Jordan. Yeah, it's when your PR team's like, oh, fucking just go see it. That's
Yeah,
their
that's
entire advice.
rough. That's rough. That's rough. I'm glad it's a beloved film.
Absolutely. This is the one that no matter who you are in horror, you've probably seen.
Oh, yeah.
Young, old, because we pass this to our kids pass it to their grandkids pass it on to their kids. I think
And then they
that's how.
pass it on to my best friend's exorcism.
Yes, and then we just pass on that one.
And then we
Next time we
pass
just
on
take a
that.
pass on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. There's not a crappy. There's no downtime on this movie. It's all it's tight, and that's what they're saying. They edited the crap out of this. They have a tight movie. The music is great. The score, everything is solid on this. The set designs, the costume design, the acting is phenomenal, and I have a connection to this movie. Ooh.
Oh.
And if you can guess this connection to the movie, I will buy you the movie.
Kevin Bacon?
No.
Is it
I like
something to do
I
with
like what you're
Kevin
thinking.
Bacon?
I like what you're thinking of. But no.
You met
It
Gene
is
Wilder, and he was playing guitar at a party, and you're just like, hey, he's a cool dude.
no. Although I did try to buy his house. It didn't go too well. But that's not the connection.
Okay.
No. So what would you give this movie?
I'm going to say a 4.5.
4.5. Why not a 5?
I'm going to say why not a 5 because I didn't like the antagonist. I felt like he should have been a stronger antagonist.
Okay. I can see that. And you know what? You know movie. You know the score I had to movie this. You know what score I had to put on the movie? What is it?
5.
Fuck yeah, it's a 5. This is a 5 for me. It's a 5 because you can watch this movie with your kids. You can watch it with your parents, and no one's going to be like hiding in shame.
Oh, yeah, that's
They're not going to do anything. It's just going to be a matter of wondering what my cat's trying to eat right now. So if I go off camera for a second, you stole something from the office. It's probably a paperclip. I ain't gonna. No, it's not a paperclip. It's just insane. That's all.
Oh, good.
My cat's getting so old.
I
He's
hear
like
a cat.
96. I know, right? But he's getting old to the point where the poop, he still like poops, which is good. But then he runs before he's out of the box, and poop just like flies everywhere from his butthole. But he's like, you don't get upset on him because it's basically like a 96-year-old man running from the toilet going, I'm done, wee! And you can just like see shit dropping from the guy's butthole. Like, you can't get mad at great grandpa for that. It's like, fuck it. He lived in 96. Good job, dude.
He lived a great life, and he's still living it.
I'll pick that shit up, literally, I guess.
Literally.
Yeah, I think it just came by to sometimes hide some poop on me. All right, so yeah, I'll give this a 5. It doesn't age poorly. It ages great.
No,
It
does.
I am amazed by Gene Wilder's connection to the Force because he was putting out some fucking movies he wrote and produced and starred in a row. They're just amazing chop draw, just fucking hell. And I am having his Audible book for the autobiography. So he's narrating. I don't know if he's lying in this book. If he's not lying, he's got the most, because Gene's really funny fucking guy.
Yeah.
And he does things just deadpan. So you're like, is he being serious? Or is he fucking with people at this point?
Oh,
absolutely. It's kind of like the Norm Macdonald books. Like Norm, I'm pretty sure is lying, but I can't get a feel. It's almost like Norm Macdonald saw or read Gene Wilder's book and that I can do this for his own. But if Gene Wilder was telling the truth, he got raped as a kid.
Oh God! And we all know
by
that
other kids.
Rape is not our sponsor.
Rape is not our sponsor. So there's like a big fucking darkness in this shit.
Oh God!
Like he got raped as a kid, had a lot of trauma from it, but not by parents, not by his uncle, by other kids. For basically being Jewish.
We should probably put a content warning on this episode.
Yes. Why is Kanye liking my fucking episode? What the shit? No, Raper is not our sponsor, and it's not. We're pointing out that you should not rape little kids, Kanye.
Oh
I'm not saying Kanye is raping little kids. It was more for the Jewish thing.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I don't know what he's up to. But I do know that he has some fucking absolute fucking darkness, and his mom was abusive, emotionally abusive. And so you get this fucking combination and of just pure tortured genius. Like that's kind of like the motif for Gene Wilder. You know, his not his last wife. One of his wives dies of ovarian cancer, Gilda Radner, of course.
Yeah.
And he describes relationships. I'm like, oh my God, I understand this. If that tells you anything. He didn't wash his dick in fucking hand sanitizer though. He drew the line somewhere.
Yeah, you didn't
that we know.
finish the book. You didn't finish the
You're
book,
right. I still got like a chapter. I still have a chapter left.
You still have a chapter
and
left.
then I washed my penis in hand sanitizer.
The end.
That's all. Just yeah.
It ends with a dick joke. It ends with a dick joke, as it should.
I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that. But he was Hollywood. He's an actor through and through. An actor, and he has acting tips. So I know this is about Young Frankenstein, but if you want to check out his book, Kiss Like a Stranger or Kiss Me Like a Stranger, I don't know, Google it. It's a wonderful book. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson probably has a wonderful book too.
I would say not, probably because of his anti-Semitism. He's anti-Semitic.
Is anti-Semitism?
He's anti-Semitism.
Today is sponsored by
all the Mels in our life.
God,
today is sponsored by all the Mels.
Brooks
Thanks, Mels.
has a great Audible book on Young Frankenstein. That's very much worth the buy-in as well.
And honestly, all of his books, because I've read.
Did you read his biography?
Yes.
Brooks's biography?
Yes. A while ago, but yes. And it was good. And honestly, anything he does right is just so entertaining.
And he has that voice. Yeah.
He has that voice. Everything he says is just he's a storyteller, and also he's very just human. You know, he puts it out there, and he's very humble. And it's incredible to read his life story of being a young, Jewish boy, and growing up basically through a lot of World War II and just everything after that as well. And it's very fascinating, and I absolutely say go out and read these books. People, read more, learn, educate yourself.
And it's fascinating to say about the World War II, because there's part of Gene Wilder's book when he's getting bullied and sexually assaulted by little kids. It's like he didn't understand why. And they always say, because you're Jewish, but he didn't understand why that was the issue.
Right.
It's like he wasn't quite questioning getting bullied and as he was saying, being cornholed, but he was kind of like, because I'm Jewish? How does that make sense? Like there's other reasons he would be like, oh, okay, makes perfect sense to be this. But he just couldn't understand the anger and the hate that they had just because of his heritage.
Which still goes on to this day, obviously.
Right? Unfortunately, I'm a Laker fan, and Kylie Irving. Fuck me, man. Kyrie Irving.
Kylie Cyrus? What?
Kyrie Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus, Kylie.
Yeah. No, there's basketball players but there's talent out there. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's ultimately talented. And then they'll say some stupid fucking anti-Semitic shit. Like, dude, I just can't. I don't want that talent on my team anymore.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch different movies. And I always listen to Kanye, but his earlier stuff is pretty fucking good.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to listen to that shit right now.
It is, and especially when you hear real life events of Holocaust museums getting targeted, and Jewish people, Jewish synagogues getting targeted.
I do like the non-Jewish synagogues.
The non-Jewish ones, yeah.
The Jewish synagogues getting targeted.
Well, I was gonna say Jewish church.
Binary people are people
and then I realized what the name was. Okay,
it's okay.
The Jewish church,
Yeah, as we man, this got fucking deep and dark in a second. But
I think we do need a content warning.
Fuck yeah. Our point is, go watch Young Frankenstein. Go watch it. It's a fantastic movie. Go watch any random Gene Wilder or Mel Brooks movie. It'll be entertaining.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Although the gay jokes do age poorly. Just gonna say that.
There's gay jokes in Young Frankenstein?
Nope, but in
Okay, I'm sorry.
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles. Mongo Straight?
Blazing Saddles, there's a few gay jokes in the end.
No, but is that the gay joke? Mongo Straight? Is that the punchline for it?
No, it's when they're going into the one that I recall myself is when they're going into the different movies and they go into like the Broadway
Oh, the
like singing
can?
one. Yep, and
I didn't take that as a gay joke. You took that as a gay joke?
Yeah, because they were very flamboyant and feminine.
Oh, I thought that was just like a Broadway thing. Like I didn't think it was like gay. I thought it was just like they're going against like the more like all the Broadways like not Rent, but like the huge dance numbers in every freaking scene, right?
Plus, no, it was a gay joke. Plus the producers.
I'll have to watch it again. Well, the movie The Producers?
Yeah.
The original title is like something about Hitler. No, not like something about Marius. Like it was something with Hitler to do. You know what?
But it was that was the joke.
I haven't seen The Producers in 30 years.
They did change it in the newer Producers. So it's like
they remade The Producers
with Matthew Broderick and Nathan. No, not Nathan Fillion.
No, it's like Nathan Fillion's in it.
Not
Nathan
Fillion. No, it's not Nathan Fillion. The guy that played Timon.
I don't know. So Broderick is Leo Bloom?
I believe so, yeah.
We are losing everyone right now. All right, back to horror. That's okay. It's all good. Now, I'm going to say you gave it a 4.5. I give it a 5. Go check out Young Frankenstein. It is absolutely worth it. See? It's absolutely worth it. And I want to think next week. You know what I want to do next time we do a movie together?
What?
Haunted Honeymoon.
Oh God, that one was
Gene
rough.
Wilder. That one was rough for you? Oh,
that
okay.
One was rough.
Maybe I don't want to do it, so I want to remember how it is.
I'll do it. But yeah, it had Gilda Radner and that was a bit rough. Not as rough as Transylvania 6500 though.
Oh, I got this confused. Damn it.
And Ed Begley Jr.
And the other guy from Independence Day.
Well, Jurassic Park, excuse you.
Whatever, I don't know.
Anyway.
Getting back to it. Okay.
Do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, it's your plug first.
Oh,
go for it.
That's right. Okay. I'm going to plug something really exciting that I had just found out about. And
is it a pen from your room?
It's a pen from my room.
The pens from the room.
It's my pen from my room. It's so exciting, guys.
I'll plug this thing in my wall.
Okay, so
no, was it real?
I am hoping that I can go there.
It
is coming this 2023 for June 2nd, 3rd, and that's it. The 2nd and the 3rd. In Ohio, but Small Town Monsters is presenting Monster Fest.
Wow. Small Town Monsters? That's awesome. That's your jam.
Yes, and they will have a movie premiere. They're going to have vendors and speakers.
That's very cool.
You can get ticket sales now. You can sponsor them. You can volunteer. It's going to be so exciting. So that is my plug.
I'm so excited.
Go check it out. You can go to smalltownmonsters.com and you can see it there. Get your information there. And like I said, it's going to come June 2nd and 3rd this 2023.
2023, that is awesome. I hope you get there and maybe we can kind of get you there. Who knows? Now, I'm going to plug, and that's amazing, by the way. I'm going to plug Bodies, the anthology that we're putting out. Some people are asking when it's coming out. Some people are pissed that I didn't include their story. Sorry.
I'm pissed. Fuck
you. A little less. Whatever. So it's coming out hopefully by the end of November, if not towards the first week of December. I'm still editing some stuff. It's at the actually, no, I'm not editing it. It's at the editors right now. However long they take to take.
Honestly,
the cover is
that's
being
great.
a bit,
I think that's
cranking
great
through.
because that is perfect for, guess what, guys? Christmas time or holiday time, whatever you celebrate. That would be a perfect holiday gift for a loved
It
one.
is a perfect holiday gift. And every time you put something on holiday gifts, it goes somewhere else. And that somewhere else goes to women's charities because, God dang it. This year was pretty damn rough. Every year is rough, but this year especially has been fucking shit.
Sucked.
And we see this every year too. Like, oh, last year was a fucking breeze. Just all you did is last year, all your rights to your own bodies. Fuck. At least you still could think. Next year is like, damn, we can't even think anymore.
Can't even think. Can't even do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, so go check that one out when it comes out. I'll put a link here. And I want to give a special shout out to Roy is a gay, duh. Also known as Cult Cinema Catacombs. These films exist. He's, I think he put this out in the public, but he's a friend of the show, and we just want to wish him a speedy recovery. All right. Love on ya. And from the bottom of my heart and to all the hearts, we're going to say, by Jim Phoenix, behalf of my co-host, J.M. Bronick, we'd like to bid you good day.
Bye-bye.
Ooh, bye. I think I'm hearing music. You did.
Yeah, you are.
Music.
I did.
You know what? I think you did this music.
I did do this music.
I was so impressed by this music. I'm like, there's no fucking like. Oh, that was really rude of me by saying like, there's no way it's boxed this music. But it's good. I know you did.
It's too good.
No, but I know you do good music. I just forgot you did this one because I thought you did them for your old podcast.
I do them for many.
And I forgot it was for this. Don't. But you know what I hear?
What?
I think I hear a cat.
Oh.
Hold on.
I hear a cat.
Yeah.